Back to JD Bots, and this is the bot series on Enterprise Chatbot. So, in our last part, we have seen how to connect to the bot to the Microsoft Teams channel, and we have also created the Azure Bot resource. We did not deploy it because our code base was still present on the local machine, but today we'll be deploying our bot to Azure. So, let's get started. I'll open up the Azure portal and let's start with creating the app service. So we have created yesterday while creating the Azure bot resource, we have created this resource group that is Enterprise Chatbot. And currently it has only one resource that is the Azure bot. And today we'll be adding the app service. So it will create two resources that is app service and the app service plan. Okay, let me go ahead and click on create, then web. It's really difficult to find this web app. Okay, here it is. I'll go ahead and create the app service and the name I'll give it as Enterprise Chatbot App. Since our code is running on .NET Core 3.1, I'll be selecting the runtime stack and let me pick up the Windows because it helps us to debug the published app service better. Then I'll keep the resource app service plan. Let us create a new app service plan for this purpose. And I'll keep it as free for now. Okay, I think this was it. Then next, we don't have to do anything. Next, monitoring. Let's enable the application insight that helps us to see the insights of our bot application. Like insights such as the message sent and received, any exception that has occurred, how many users have interacting with the chatbot. So all those analytics can be found from this application insights. Okay, so we are ready to deploy our app service. Okay, perfect. I'll go to the app service and see. Yeah. So this is the app service that we have created. And let us go ahead and publish our bot to this app service. What I'll do, I can go to right click on the project and click on publish. I'll be selecting Azure and go to next. Then I have selected Windows, go to next. The next is I have to select my app service from the resource group and click on finish. Yep, that's it. We click on publish and it will start rolling out. All right, so our bot is successfully published, but it will not be working because I have removed the configuration from the app settings.json. Yeah, so since this value is changed now, I'll be go ahead and create a new app password. For that, I need to go to the resource group, go to the app service. So it's go to the Azure bot resource, click on configuration, go to manage and create a new client secret. Let's keep it for 24 months and add. Okay, I'll copy it and I'll not update over here because I don't want to republish it again. So it's just like another scenario we'll be covering, that when you have published your bot to the app service, you don't have to republish it after making some changes to the configuration. You just have to go to the app service, come down to the app service editor. This feature is only available in the Windows app service. It is not available on the Linux app service. So basically, it's an editor where you will be seeing all your compiled files. Basically, all the published files, it will be available all here. Yeah. So you can say this is the online Visual Studio tool, Visual Studio Code, and you'll find the app settings.json over here, and you just have to replace the value from here. So you don't have to republish it, you just replace the value. It gets automatically saved. You just have to close the window and go back to the overview page and restart the application. That's all. You don't have to republish your application again. Yeah. So let's check whether our bot application is running or not. I'll go to the Azure bot resource. It will not run because we haven't changed our bot configuration endpoint URL. So this is our published app service URL, and we have to come here and replace our ngrok URL with this app service URL. The API messages remains as it is. Yep. And I just apply the changes. Okay. Now we go to the test in Webchat and let's see whether our bot application is working or not. Okay, perfect. It is working fine. Let me select some option and it will not do anything. Okay, perfect. Now let me show you the application insight where you get some entries, logs for your communication that has just happened. It was just a welcome message, but yes, some communication has happened and your application insight has logged some data. So I'll go to the application insight. You click on the logs. I'm not sure if it has logged or not, but if it has not logged, then we have to configure it first so that it start collecting the data. Yep. So I'll close this window and I'll again close this window. So it comes under custom events. Your all like the logs related to your app service, it all comes under custom events. And if any exception has occurred, that comes under the exceptions. Yep. So currently, actually it takes around 3 to 5 minutes for the logs to get reflected over here. But I'm not sure whether it will be coming because I don't see any logs on the overview page. So here I don't see any readings up here. Let me refresh it and see whether we have some readings or not. If it is not coming, that means nothing is hit. or logs are not getting collected. So what we have to do, you just come here to properties. Before that, you have to go to the Azure bot resource. You go to the configuration, and here you see few properties fields are blank. There is application insights instrumentation key, application insights API key, and application insights application ID. These three fields are blank. We have to fill them up. Yeah. So here it is asking me instrumentation key. So it is available up here. You come to application inside, you go to the properties, you will find all the details. I'll just go here and paste it. Then it is asking me the API key. API key, I can just put it later. Let me put the, okay, let's put it now because I think this API key and application ID will be getting from the same place. And here we get the API access, and this is the application ID that we have received. I'll go back and put the application ID. Oops, I think it has not been copied. Let me copy again. Yeah, and now I have to generate a API key. For that, you just click on create API key and just give a description for enterprise chatbot. Okay, and read telemetry. Yes, I want to read the telemetry and API key with permission to create annotations. Okay, API key. Okay, let's see what permissions are required. Azure application is used to read bot analytics data. Provide a key if you want to view analytics about your bot. Okay. Let's keep only one permission. Yeah. So this is the key that we have generated, and I'll be copy pasting to the required field. Perfect. And apply the changes. That's all. And I hope so this time I'll be getting some telemetry data. Okay, let me just interact with the bot so that my telemetry data and bot analytics gets some data to it. Our bot is not running, but still our bot is running, but it has not been implemented further. But we will get some telemetry data. So hi, home, hello. Let me give some random input. Yeah. And let me start the conversation again so that I can have some more data. I'll click on profile this time. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the overview page and see whether we are hitting something. Not yet. Okay. So let's go to the logs whether we find something over there. And let's run the custom events. If it is still not working, then we have to change the bot source code and provide this application insight details to our bot configuration from the source code, because we again have a documentation that is that is specifically for bot analytics. So Azure bot analytics. No, this one. Add telemetry to your bot. Yeah. So we have to perform all these actions from the bot application. Yeah. So we'll be doing everything. Like currently we will have a limited data. It will not have the user details with them, because when we enable telemetry in our bot, we will configure something like that. something similar to like collect the user details as well. User details such as user ID, then somewhat email ID and all those things from the channel. Whatever we get from the channel, we'll be able to collect all those details. And also we'll be able to collect details such as the message sent and message received. Yeah. So all those things can be configured from this documentation and we'll be following it, yeah, soon. But let's see whether this way is working or not, the currently what we have implemented as of now. Oh, we got some events. Perfect. It will not have detailed telemetry data, as I have already said. It will have limited data. If you want a detailed telemetry data, then of course we have to make some code changes to our bot application. Yeah, because there we have some properties called as I think, yeah, this is the one. Activity logging, personal information logging. Yeah, these two properties we have to enable it so that we get sufficient details. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have got as of now. I'll open this one and 200, that means whatever request was hit on that endpoint is succeeded, and you'll get all the details in the custom dimension. Yeah, and this is the bot ID, and the activity type is message, that means some message activity that has happened, and the channel is the web chat. If we have interacted with the Microsoft Teams bot, yes, the channel name will be MS Teams. Then recipient ID, and from ID, yeah, this is my user ID, and this is a bot user ID. Yeah, and what was the activity? Okay, let it be. We'll not get the message details because we haven't enabled that from the bot source code. Yeah, and we'll all get all the details like from client, what is the client that I have been using to access my chatbot. Okay, let me reload, let me run this again so that I get few more details. Perfect. Let me just narrow this down so that I can see all the details from here. So again, it was, let me open the first event that has happened, and that will be 8/6. I think this is the first event that has happened. It should have the conversation update activity. Nope, it's not the one. Yeah, here this one. This is the one. So here you see activity type is conversation update activity. That means some party has joined the conversation. There will be two conversation activity update activity. Mhm. I think we have only one. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So these are the some of the limited telemetry data that we have got. Okay, perfect. Now let us interact with the Microsoft Teams bot and let's see what changes are there in the telemetry data. We can also verify whether our changes from yesterday has reflected or not. That is the change in the bot name over here. So what I can do, I think still the changes are not reflected, but yeah, we'll wait for a few more days. Okay, I think this, since our bot is working, it will not be able to respond it. And we can see in the telemetry data, let's see. All the time is it is in UTC, and let's see what's the UTC time now. 11:15, and the last update was at 11:08. Yep, it takes some time to get me the data. Okay, I think in overview, I don't see much details over here. Yep. So let's see the other application insights. That is the exceptions. You won't be getting any of them right now because there will not be any exceptions. Yeah, of course. And let's see the traces, request and traces. So you get some details in request as well as in traces as well. I think request we don't have any. And let's see the traces. Here I think I should get something. Nope. Most probably from the, if you make changes from the bot, probably we'll get the details here as well. Okay, still we don't have the data. We'll may wait a couple of minutes and then we can continue further. Okay, so what else we have till that time? Let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's not complicate things. We can come back to our bot implementation later. So I'll pause the video for a few minutes so that until I get some telemetry data. What I'm trying to do is that I'll just upload the manifest again so that I get the conversation update activity. But till now, I haven't received any activity from the bot application to the telemetry application inside. Okay, so this time I have received the welcome message. Probably this time I will get some data over here. We can wait couple of more minutes and then let's see. Perfect. We have received some details. I think it should be the conversation update activity. Yeah, we have received the installation update because bot was installed for the first time. Like in this case, for in terms of application inside, it was since we have uninstalled it and installed it again. So there was an installation update activity that was hit. Yeah. Then we will have a conversation update activity as well. Yeah, we do have some few activities coming up. So first one was the message. The second one is the installation update. Third one is the message. Fourth one is again message. Fifth one is installation update. Yep. Okay, at least we know that we are getting some data from Teams channel as well. Here you can see that the channel ID is MS Teams. Yeah. And it has its own recipient ID, that is the user ID. It has generated for me. And it will not show the user details, user profile details until we modify the bot source code. Yep. Okay, perfect. Thank you all. Everything, yeah, that's all on this session. We'll continue in the next session.